Hey, this is Derek Jordan. Welcome to the World Fusion Show, where we bring you the leading innovators in world fusion music. Today, I'm delighted to bring you Zarina from Olox. They're a very interesting group and a very unusual group. They do what they call Neo-Shamanic singing and music, and Zarina grew up in Siberia, and she is our first Siberian guest on the show. Very excited to say. And they are just a really exciting and interesting, inspirational group. Zarina uses a lot of, is very inspired by animal sounds in her singing, and her partner in the group, Andreas, does throat singing and very deep, low-sounding throat singing and percussion, and is Armenian background. Anyway, just wanted to say welcome, Zarina, to the World Fusion Show.
Thank you, Derek. Thank you, all the guests of the World Fusion Show. I'm very thankful that you invited me here, and this is very important for our band to spread the message about our ancestors' wisdom and how to bring their knowledge, their wise sayings, their ancient technologies to the modern world. And Olox music, Olox music is about, being bridge between modern world and ancient time. So we
certainly do that, and I would even go so far, maybe as to say, electro shamanism.
We had this coming from
stuff. And that's very cool, and that really does bridge the gap into modern music, with the modern elements. It's great. Now, you grew up in Siberia, in a pretty remote place, and it's extremely cold in the winter time. Why don't you tell us about what it was like growing up there?
I used to go to the forest and learn from the nature and from animals and birds. I try to talk to them. So I bring that singing technique, mimicking of animals and birds. And also I do throat singing, but it's very complex rhythm. It's sort of Arctic beatbox. I call it Arctic beatbox.
Oh,
and also my grandmother taught me how to sing traditional songs and participate in the ceremonies. So I sing traditional songs for Olox, and we combine it with electronic music. And I feel how, my ancestors singing through me. It's a deep honor for me to represent my culture and to bring the message to the new generation for the music.
That's fantastic. It's really great. And could you tell us a little bit about your partner, Andreas, and his background as well?
Andreas has Armenian and Greek heritage. So if I'm from northern part of Russia, he's from southern. So two different energies emerging together. So he started to play percussion since he was 4 years old, and his father gave him he constructed for him the first drum kit when he was 11 years old. So he was born in a family of healers and musicians, and he's an amazing, talented composer too. So all the electronic music you listen to is composed and mixed by him, and he is amazing. He's an amazing performer, percussionist, and drummer. And after visiting my homeland, Republic of Sakha, Yakutia, in Arctic Siberia, he opened up his throat singing. So his throat chakra opened up, and since that time, about 3 years, he brings that throat singing into Olox's music. So we have this fusion very complex music genre, which we often call neo-shamanic music.
Yeah. I would like to go to our first video that we're going to show. And this features you also with the addition of a duduk player, Armenian duduk, very famous Armenian duduk player. Would you like to introduce this for our audience, please?
This is one of our dear video. We filmed it in Armenia. We went back to Andreas' ancestors and heritage, and we featured with Jivan Gasparian. So, and he's an Oscar winner for playing the duduk for Gladiator movie, and it was such an honor for us. So I would like to everybody to enjoy that video.
Let's go to the video right now. It's fantastic. I think you'll love it. All right, we are back with Zarina from Olox. How cool was that video? That is such a great video. And I love the duduk. It's really a beautiful, expressive instrument. And he's a master, of course, of the instrument. Now, you have some very important animals in your culture, the horse and the reindeer. And I wanted to just tell us about, what they mean to you and to your culture.
So there are two people in my homeland, dependent on what type of animal we heard and we connected to. So Sakha people, which is my origin, they are horse people, and northern minority people who lives in in near to Arctic Ocean, they are reindeer herders, and they're nomadic and they follow the reindeers. So both Sakha and northern minority people, they honor these animals, reindeer and horse, because without them we couldn't survive in minus 94 degrees. Mm-hmm. And these animals sacrifice themselves for our survival, and they become as clothes. They become as a transportation for us, as a food, as we even milk horse. And we do fermented traditional beverage. It's called kumis. So horses are partially wild. Every winter time they go to the wilderness, to the forest, and they feed themselves, going under the ground, under the snow, and feeding themselves with grass. And they sleep, standing, not laying down. And during the springtime, they come back to people. And it's such an amazing circulation between animals and people, how we support each other, how, first of all, animals, they sacrifice themselves for humankind well-being. And this is great, great gift from Mother Earth we should honor.
I think so. And thank you for sharing that. That gives us a lot of insight into your culture. It's great. Now, aside from your ancient, traditional, shamanic singing, you're also interested in pop music. And you recently had a breakthrough, I would say, for your career. And you got to perform on America's Got Talent. And it's an amazing performance. And I want people to go there and check it out on YouTube. It's just fantastic. But what I want to show next is a rehearsal version of the song Zombie by the Cranberries that you do, you and Andreas. All right, we're back with Zarina from Olox, and I love that, and I love your take on pop music and what you do to twist it and incorporate your own, elements, your own native elements to that. It's very, very hip, and I'm sure our audience is going to just really appreciate it. Now, you also play the mouth harp, which some people call jaw harp and stuff, but it's really a part of your culture. So can you tell us a little bit about how that fits into your world?
So mouth harp is called hamus in my native tongue. And probably there are over 200 kinds of hamus and mouth harp around the world. And a Sakha mouth harp is very powerful. It has healing vibrations, we believe. And the shamaness, the feminine shaman, would use mouth harp for the shamanic practices. And so we do birds and animal sounds imitation while we are playing mouth harp, and we can even sing through the mouth harp. So
yeah. So let's go to the video right now. We're going to see a little demonstration of your mouth harp playing. All right, we are back from the ocean. A nice little trip to the ocean for a second there, wasn't it? Now, you are living in LA, and what is that like for you?
First of all, I have this deep connection to the earth, and earth is our home. So wherever I am, I remember who are my ancestors, where my body was, constructed, but actually my soul feels at home here too, because it's earth. We're all children of earth. We're at home.
I think that's true. Thank you. I believe that very strongly myself. Now, you guys are known for your outrageous costumes. Really beautiful costumes. They're really striking. And also you do some face painting. And I just wanted to talk about the meaning of that to you.
The face painting came from northern minority people in my homeland, and this one is basically I'm showing I'm pointing the energy movement, and I do it every day as a meditation. And if I go this way or that way, not symmetrical way, so I feel that I'm not ready for the day, so I need to center myself. So I'm worrying about something else, and therefore this is part of my practice, and it's also beautiful. And the costumes are also part of our state of soul, because we are different on stage. We are very vulnerable and open, I fall into trance. And the reason we wear the masks, it helps us, Andreas and I, both of us, to fall into trance and to let these spirits talk through us. And the costumes, the meaning of costume is very important, and also important which designer was doing that. And our costumes are designed by us and featuring by Sakha designers. So I believe that costume has this power of person who does it too, and also heritage of person who makes that costume. Yeah. And it gives us enormous protection, because you're on stage, you're vulnerable and open, and the costume, protects you.
Yeah.
And it has all meanings, all the signs, and every single, jewelry we have, a part of the costumes. They're based on traditional shamanic costumes, but of course, very comfortable for stage, for dancing and singing.
That's great. So I'd love to go to our last video, and this is a cool video, ecstatic dance soul journey, it's titled anyway. So let's go to that right now. All right, we are back with Zarina from Olox, and it's just very wonderful. So glad to have you. Thank you so much for joining us today on the World Fusion Show.
Thank you so much, Derek, for invitation. And I just would like to wish to all the people who are watching this video and even non-watching that this challenging time we're in, it's the part of transformation. And it's really important to practice these days and be conscious about our thoughts, words, and actions, and bring it as a, daily practice and rituals and ceremonies.
Yes.
So
I couldn't agree more, and I'm so glad you shared that, because we're all feeling extremely challenged by this moment. Anyway, thank you again, Zarina, for joining us today.
thank you.
Hey, this is Derek Jordan. Thank you for joining us today on the World Fusion Show. And, it's been great to have you. We have lots more amazing, inspiring guests coming up. So please stay tuned. Subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook. And tell your friends, invite them to check out the shows that you like. Want to say thank you to our sponsors, to the Mackenzie Family Charitable Trust, Dean's Beans, Jeff Green, Nancy Feinberg, and Ron Dans for your generous support. And as we always say on the show, remember, think globally, listen locally, and support independent music.